So many of us breathe a sigh of relief when HR hands us that benefits package. At least I have life insurance through work, we think. But here is the problem. That sense of security is often false. Because the moment you walk out of that job, whether it's by choice or by force, your coverage walks out too. And for too many families, they don't discover it until tragedy strikes. And by then, it's too late.
You see, most people are relaxed about, that work insurance coverage because they think, my job covers me, so I'm fine. But if job insurance is your only protection, hear me now, your family is much more vulnerable than you realize.
Exactly. You're the most miserable of all men. Welcome to Cash Talk for Immigrants, your number one financial channel for African immigrants in North America. My name remains Christine, and I'm here with my beloved
Wachuku, Vidal Wachuku. As you know, we are licensed independent financial professionals dedicated to assisting our fellow African immigrants successfully leverage the financial system of the United States of America and, wait for it, Canada.
So let me tell you about Grace. Grace worked at a hospital for 12 good years. Every pay stub showed that line, life insurance checked. She never thought twice. Why would she? After all, the HR lady had smiled and said, "You're protected, you're covered." Then the hospital merged with another hospital chain. Jobs were cut. Grace lost hers in the process, unfortunately. And unknown to her, along with her paycheck, went her life insurance. HR didn't tell her that, though it was in the fine print, which she didn't read.
Yeah. She thought she'd get another job quickly, maybe with similar benefits. But life doesn't always go as planned. Months turned into a year, and she never really replaced her coverage. When she passed unexpectedly, her children assumed that, at least we have some financial security. Mommy took care of that. And they immediately called mom's previous employer, only to be shocked with the sad news. "Sorry, there's nothing here for you." "Oh, you didn't know? Your mama lost her coverage with the loss of her job." Wow.
Great story isn't unusual. It is the story of so many out there who have employment-based life insurance coverage. They are relaxed, thinking, I'm covered. But alas, here are a few reasons why depending only on job life insurance coverage is not only detrimental but dangerous.
Number one, it's not permanent. Most end the day you leave your job, whether it's by retirement, layoff, or resignation. Secondly, it's limited. Most workplace policies only cover 1 to 2 years' salary when disabled, laid off, or retired. Ask yourself, would that even clear your debts? What would that do for you in retirement, disability, or ill health? Absolutely zero. 3, it doesn't follow you. You can't take it with you when you switch jobs. It ends there.
Exactly, and it may be taxable. In some cases, group coverage, the payouts are reduced by taxes. And a standard group life insurance from work does not offer living benefits. So even if you have critical or terminal illness, there's no cushion to cope with the high medical bills that come with it. And here is the harsh reality. People who depend only on workplace coverage rarely realize the gap. until their family is left unprotected.
Like a man, who retired at 65, believing his company's policy would cover him for life. After all, he has life insurance. He found out the coverage ended, to his chagrin, the day he signed his retirement papers. What? But yes, some may say, yeah, some may actually allow you to convert to an individual policy at that point. But consider, you are older, and the older you are, the more expensive insurance is. Besides, you may have developed some health conditions which may make you no longer insurable. Or even if you are, will drive the premiums you have to pay so high that you may not be able to afford the cost of coverage at that point.
Exactly. Consider also the story of a single mother who relied on her $100,000 workplace coverage. It sounded like a lot at the time, but in the face of a mortgage, she later took up about $280,000 and kids still in school. You will agree with me that 100,000 is pittance, and that is if you even cash out on the policy. It's also very important to note that most work insurance policies have small face amounts that may not meet your family's needs in any way, form, or shape.
Or take the case of an engineer who changed jobs 3 times in 10 years. And each time he lost coverage from that company. And unfortunately, he never even thought to get his own policy. He had this good friend who is a financial professional. The friend kept on encouraging him, please get your own coverage. What you have is not good enough. But each time he would shut down his friend and say, as my smuggler, I am covered, my friend. My job has taken care of that. Don't you worry. But then illness struck. And he suddenly realized that he had no safety net. He quickly called his friend to seek coverage. Oh, the friend could have smiled and said, now you understand. But he told him, I'm sorry, you cannot get coverage now because you only get in coverage when you need it. Folks, this is the harsh reality that many people do not know.
But here is how you can do it right. Own your own policy. Job coverage is nice as a bonus, but never let it be your only plan. Your own policy follows you no matter what happens to you. And when we speak of your own policy, we mean permanent life insurance obtained through a sound financial analysis evaluation that will serve you very well. You see, term or temporary policy will fill in the gap, but permanent policy is your goal.
Also, you want to treat your workplace coverage as extra, bonus, jara, if you like. If your job gives you 1 times your salary, think of it as an icing on the cake. It's not the cake itself.
Exactly.
Build your foundation outside of HR. Build your own cake, friend. Get your own policy that not only meets all your personal needs, but gives you living benefits, allows you enjoy life while still hale and hearty. But most importantly, also protects your family and ensures transfer of generational wealth when you finish your course on earth.
Exactly. And then update your numbers. Sit down and ask, if I wasn't here tomorrow, will this policy pay off my debt, keep my children in school, and cover daily living costs? If your answer is then it's not enough. But don't stop there. Contact a licensed financial professional immediately to find out what will serve you and your family's needs best. And when you know, take action promptly. That is the only way to ensure that you and your family are financially protected by this powerful but often ignored tool.
Well, folks, we've said this before and we are repeating it. This September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And it is the perfect time to check whether that coverage you have is real protection or just false comfort. To celebrate it, we are offering a free 30-minute policy audit. Our goal and commitment would be to help you determine if your family is leaning on shaky ground, and if so, ensure you smoothly transition and painlessly do so to a secure foundation. But why would you want to do this? Because when it comes to your family's future, borrowed coverage from your job is a deceptive mirage.